my name is Lohan and this is my client JP. Today I'm doing my Trifocus practical video. So we're going to start off on the cross trainer. We're going to warm up for 5 minutes. So we're going to remember to keep our back nice and straight, and we're going to not move our hips. So we'll be doing this for 5 minutes, and then after that we'll also do the cool down for another 5 minutes. Okay, now we're going to move on the stretches. Our first stretch will be the neck and shoulder stretch. So my client's hands basically on the side of the body, he's moving them up until he feels a stretch. He's going to feel it in the shoulders as well as the front deltoid, your biceps and your triceps. So he's going to hold it for 10 seconds and he's going to go back. Okay, cool. So the next stretch we are going to perform is assisted hamstring stretch. As you can see, my client's lying supine on the floor. His one leg is flexed facing towards me and the other one is going to be extended. So I'm going to lift his leg up and I'm going to go up until he feels a stretch, and he will nod when he feels a stretch. So I can go more, okay. So this basically will stretch your hamstrings and quads. So as well as your gastrocnemius and your soleus muscles. And then we're going to repeat by doing the other leg. Okay, come. Okay, so the next stretch will be floor rocks. As you can see, my client is in a seated position. He's going to pull his knees towards his body and he's going to gently rock backward and forward. So this stretch helps relax the muscles of the back. So we've already covered the upper arms, the legs, and now we're covering the back muscles. Okay, so today we're starting with the first exercise. This is the bench press with barbell. This is my client. He's going to lie supine on the bench. We're going to use an overhand grip for this exercise. Okay, so we're slowly going to lower the bar towards the chest. We're going to keep the elbows to the side. When we're lowering, we're going to go back up using explosive movement. We're basically also going to monitor the spine, the scapula, the shoulder and the elbow. We're going to spot underneath the elbows if we need to. As we're going down, we're also using the joints, the shoulder, the scapula and the elbow. So at the elbow there's extension, the downward movement caused by the tricep brachii muscle. The muscles that we're trying to target here will be your pectoralis major and your pectoralis minor. And when we're going up, the tricep brachii muscle is also causing extension. Okay, the next exercise we're going to perform is the lat pull down machine. The joints that we're going to be using here is the shoulder, the scapula, and the elbow joint. So make sure that my client's back is nice and straight. We can have a natural arch at the lumbar spine. Remember, our chest will be out, lower back. It's perfect. The spine, we're going to also monitor the spine, the pelvic, and we can also spot the bar if we need to. The downward phase, you can see there's a abduction caused by the latissimus dorsi muscle and the posterior deltoids. Going back up, we've also got adduction caused by the latissimus dorsi muscle and the posterior deltoids. Remember, keeping the chest out. Bicep brachialis muscle, you can see it's causing flexion. So the next exercise we'll be performing will be the squat with the barbell. So we're going to grab the barbell with the overhand grip, we're going to put it on our shoulders. Okay, we're going to keep the natural arch in the lumbar spine. We're going to keep the head forward and the chin up. Okay, remember our legs will not go past the 90-degree mark. The muscles that we're targeting will be the leg muscles, your gastrocnemius shoulders, and your lower leg and your upper leg, your vastus lateralis, your vastus medialis, your bicep femoris and your rectus femoris muscles. The next exercise we are going to perform will be the seated dumbbell shoulder press. The joints that we'll be using here will be the shoulder, the scapula, as well as the elbow, which will be your hinge joint, as well as your ball and socket joints. We're going to monitor the spine, the pelvis, the scapula, and the elbow. We're going to spot underneath the elbows if we need to. At the upward motion, we've got abduction, brought about the medial deltoids, as well as the anterior deltoids. And on the downward phase, we've got the anterior and medial deltoids, also causing adduction. Our next exercise is going to be the standing dumbbell bicep curl. The joints that we'll be using here will be your elbow joint. The knees are slightly flexed, your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to monitor the spine, the scapula, as well as the elbows. In this exercise, we can also spot forearms if we need to. The elbows causing flexion when it's going up. And the muscles that we're targeting here will be your bicep brachii, your brachialius muscles, as well as your brachioradialis muscles. The next exercise we are going to perform is going to be a normal crunch. We're going to target the abdominal muscles. So my client is lying supine on the floor, the knees are flexed, their feet hip width apart. My client's hands are cupped behind the head. So when he comes to the top, you can see the pause. So we're basically working the muscles, the rectus abdominis, your internal and your external obliques, as well as your transverse abdominis muscles. The exercise we are going to perform is a tricep push down. We've got only one joint in isolation working here, which will be the elbow. The knees slightly flexed, and we're using the overhand grip position. When the bar's coming up, it's just going towards the chest area. Remember, you can also see the elbows, they are still, they're not moving all over the place. So the muscles that we're targeting here would be the tricep brachii muscle. Okay, our next exercise we are going to perform is the incline fly with the dumbbell. Our joints that we're going to use here will be the shoulder joint, which is also your ball and socket joint. My client's lying supine on the incline bench. He's going to hold the dumbbells at the top. He's going to slightly move it to the side. Also, the hinge joint, which is also at the elbow, slightly flexed. The muscles that we're trying to target here are your pectoralis major and your minor. You can see on the downward phase, there's horizontal extension, and on the upward phase, there's horizontal flexion. The next exercise we are going to perform is the lying back extension. My client's arms are in front, they're extended. He's going to lift his chest and his shoulders off the floor. The safety tips for this exercise is to keep the back in extension. We have to squeeze the glutes, and we also have to keep the arms forward. The muscles that we are basically using will be your erector spinae muscle, the next exercise we are going to perform is the ball tuck. So my client is in a prone position, his feet resting on the exercise ball. So he's going to flex his knees towards the body and back again. So we're working the muscles of your abdominals, your internal and external obliques. We're also working your rectus abdominis muscles as well as your transverse abdominis muscles. we're going to perform is a seated calf raise machine. My client's in a seated position, his feet is on the pads, and his heels are hanging off the edge. So I'm going to remove the safety. So as you can see, I'm going to have to monitor the lumbar spine, the pelvic, and also check the knee and ankle positioning. Then on the upward face, we've got plantar flexion caused by your soleus muscle, and on the downward face, we've got dorsiflexion. Okay, the next exercise is a standing dumbbell oblique crunch. So we're basically wanting to target the muscles of your internal and your external obliques. As you can see, my client, his feet shoulder width apart, and he's laterally flexing the dumbbell on the side of the waist as far down as possible as he can go. We're also going to monitor the back.